Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fissner. Guys, so yes, few things. One, I did try to go over the radiator, the electric radiator. I went through the power line and everything seems to be okay. There are two chipsets which I will be checking on it, and yeah, I will check what the power should come into it and what the signal should come into it and so on. So I will be going back to that radiator for sure. Two more things are, I got Xbox One S HDMI ports 2K because customer was asking for, but customer didn't come. I still ordered it, you know, like no problem. And I had here I don't know what I dumped it. Okay, I placed back to the box. So I've got two ports for the micro here. Okay, sorry, it's micro USB for the tablet. Finally, I can finish that tablet. I had issues with it. God, I can't believe that I had so many issues. It just didn't come on time. I've damaged, you know, it's like too much. But anyways, you know, like customer is aware about that. Now I need to only call the customer that these ports came and I can finish the tablet off. Or better, finish the tablet off and say that I'm done with it. So that's it. So that would be a bit of recordings as well. I didn't go through the Xbox One, the vomited one. It's nasty. It's nasty. I don't know if you can see, but it is nasty. You know, I didn't go through this. It's just that I don't know if I will be doing it, but probably I will anyway, because it's open and I don't want to just put it back together like that. But we've got as well many HiFi here. That's a Kenwood. That's a Kenwood, which is here are on the cassettes, just regular old cassettes. Here is a DVD writer, yes, so digital audio, if somebody remembers, that can record digital audio type of discs. And here is the drive, which you can't see from this side. Yes, on this side there's a drive, and I'll show you what the issue is. It's switch it on. Okay, don't know if you can hear it. I've checked it before recording. I mean, I've checked it yesterday at night. I'll switch it off maybe and switch it on again, and I'll get it closer here so that you will hear it better. Okay, off and on again. So it is scratching the surface, the bottom surface of the disc. Here, gently, not in a hard way, but gently. I don't know if I've got I should have a small disc, you know, like this size of a disc. If I've got it, we can see what will be the difference, because actually I'm curious, you know, what it will do. If I get this small disc here, if I don't have to go to the other room and go into the spindle, you know, and look for 100. Because I remember I had small disc back in the days, but if I don't, I don't. The half size one. Okay, I don't have it here. That's unfortunate, because that would be, I would be quite curious to see it, how it would act, yes, with this smaller disc. Or yes, I could cut one, you know, make it smaller. But no, I won't. I won't. That's not the problem, you know. The problem is that even when you put the disc on it here, if you just touch the center and you've got a proper grip, and then when you spin it, you can hear that it is. It shouldn't, and it's scratching. So that's mean the mechanism is just a bit lower than it should. I don't know how to open it, to be true. I've never opened it, never, like in my life. First time I see this Kenwood thingy, and to be true, you know, probably the repair won't be too hard, but opening it, it will be probably quite challenging. So yeah, there are two screws on this side. I will try to first go into them and see what it will give us, if it will help or it won't help. Yes, I need my magnetizer from my wife. Don't know if I showed that in the previous video, but my wife on the Valentine's Day, she bought me a set of screwdrivers and more, far beyond that. Yes, I don't know if I showed that, but my wife did. She's a lovely person, as you see, and she's saying that I'm fixing you guys stuff and I'm not fixing stuff at home, which is true. Some of this I fix, some of this I don't, and she wants me to, you know, fix those which I neglect. So yay, happy days. But anyways, that's a Volvo. Inside the Volvo we've got an issue with inside the Volvo we've got issues with DVD player. Yes, which we don't use anyway, but those two screens on the children's, you know, face, they should work. Okay, I see one screw here, which again you can't see. Yes, and I'm curious if I'll unscrew it, if it will change anything or not, because maybe that could no, it doesn't change anything. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, now in that case we should look into this this back and try to unscrew this side, because it should from one point, you know, that's 1 and 2. Let's see how it will look like. We have to get into this anyway. See it clearly or not. I've got not a lot of time, to be true. I'll have to go for my son. So yeah, that's one screw here somewhere. I've seen it. Oh, like that. And now I unscrew it. That's a bit older type of device, because we don't use anymore the tape. Yes, and we don't use any more tapes. Okay, so now the question is how to access this one. No other screw here. There is another screw, but that's for this part. We can unscrew it as well. Well, its sound was for the new factory screw, so yay. Okay, so that's became loose now, but there is another one, I see. So that's why I couldn't get it, because of this screw. Yes, exactly, I was right. Now this will either slide out or go out, or won't, which would be a bit of a pickle for me, or whatever you can call it. Okay, this doesn't want to go off, doesn't want to slide out, doesn't want to do anything. This doesn't want to go off as well. So it is a good puzzle, to be true. That's a really good puzzle. And how it's looking on the bottom. Any screws here? No, this is no screws. I never opened it, so I can only guess. Okay, at the bottom you can see that there is nothing holding. Now at the bottom I've got several screws, to be true. I've got it here, you can see, but the question is, should I even touch them to open it, or should I not be worried? because all we want is access this part. So do we have to go to that extend, or no, we don't? Okay. So how to open thing which you never opened before, and it's not helping you. I don't want to put it on the table. Okay, I'll risk and I'll open the bottom, I mean unscrew the bottom. We will see if that will change anything. 1, 2, wow. Okay, now three, 4, and there are 2 screws here and 1 on this side. So let us check if I'll unscrew it, if that will change anything, because that should want to go off, you know. I don't want to push too hard, I want to force it to go off. Okay, so we get some yeah, now it's more loose, that's for sure. And here I think that's the last screw we can do from the bottom. Okay, but it's not good enough. Okay, so this part is on this part, so that's for sure. Yes, that's for sure. But this is holding here. This is holding here. I don't want to, you know, open it totally. I want to just open it enough so I can have an access or see what's inside the mechanism. Or like here, like this, exactly. That's 1, that's 2. Okay, so now there are another ones which are here at the back. To organize those screws, so that's the first pile, that's the second pile, and that's 1 screw. So now it's another row of this is here, and this one's here. Let's see if I can do anything with it. Okay, that will tell us why it didn't want to go off, because there were hidden screws behind it. Just 1, and 2, and it went inside the power supply. Yay, lovely. So now we know that we need to open the power supply, pretty much, which we're not happy about, but it is what it is. So it's still probably stuck on the other side. I don't wanna even think that they've created in the way that you need to open it all, but I think I'm right, and that's the problem. If they've done it this way, then that's mean, you know, that's not the bestest of the solutions. These are all the same size. That's a good thing. It would be nice if this thingy would go off. It would be really nice. Okay, that's loose, that's nice. Okay. I don't see more screws, to be true. But it still doesn't want to go off. Okay, I see, so it's holding in several places, like here. And does it. And now I could hear something in that mechanism. So fingers crossed, at least the issue is not too complicated. Okay, I thought the enclosure here, the black part, can go off so that we can have a sneak peek. And I see that the top here doesn't hold anything. Here, oh yeah, exactly. So it wasn't that bad, only. Oh, that's good that we've done it, because there's quite a bit of a dust. So possible overheating. And here's our screw missing. You can see power amplifier is in the bit of a dust, like a bit more than a bit. But at least we see that the drive is made the way that you can't just literally take it off like you would want. And unfortunately you have to go through that experience. Just curious, what is holding here us back? See, I don't want to leave any marks or scratches. Yes, that's why I don't want to. It's 24. I will pause, and I'm back with you. Something just was happening, and I had to react. I've got about 10 to 15 minutes, and I need to leave anyway. So, as you see in the black part, we had to pull out harder, just harder. That's it, because it was holding. As per the mechanism of the of the drive, we're nearly there. But we're still stuck on this side. Yes, so we just literally can't access it. So the experience we have to go through is taking it apart from this side. And now we struggle with this bit here, which doesn't help. To be true. Oh, that's glued. That's a new thing. That's glued. Yes. You see, so yeah, I wouldn't guess they will glue it at the top. I'd say that they will be smarter than that. But that's double-sided tape. Double-sided tape. Because why not? Because they can. Yes. That's why we couldn't take off this top, because there were screws here. So now we know that the screws were at the top. That's why we couldn't remove it. Yes, now it's loose. Oh, pretty much. Okay. So now we've got a main board here, power supply amplifier here, sorry, and power supply below it. That's how it's built. So now these capacitors might not be discharged, so I don't want to touch them, but what I'm trying to do is trying to have an access to this baby. And now finally I can see the screw which is relevant to us. Okay, so that's a DVD, oh yeah, DVD screw, exactly. And one more screw here. Oh look, no, what it is here. Oh no, there is just underneath, so I was right. Well, that's a bit of inconvenient way to do it. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking of, that when I will be doing it, it can fall out. We can take the USB light now closer, in the case I would not see something from the customer. Yes. Oh, come to daddy. Cool. So these ones, and now we can remove it, and now we can see what's causing the issue. Okay, I need to take photos to be true, because I might not remember the cables. It's pretty much the cables. I might not remember the cables. As you know, I'm not good with remembering all the cables. So we've got it sorted. And let's disconnect it. There we go. Wibble, wibble, wibble. Okay, wiggle doesn't help us. This doesn't want to disconnect. Oh yeah, now. But it is what it is. We have to be more stubborn. Ooh, this one was stiff. So yeah. Okay. And the last but not least, it's here, connector 1. Oh, 11, that's 11, that one was 8. Okay, so we don't need this part anymore with the cable. At least for now, we don't need it. We need to look onto that mechanism. Oh, look. That's something which I didn't anticipate. Now, what we can see here, nothing too much yet. What we can see on this side, it's going to the very bottom, so I would say that not on this side. So we need to take off those small bits, because there will be probably something which holds us. The problem only is that I never opened it, so I don't know what to expect. Get a small pry tool. I don't like where it's go. I don't like where it's going because I already have small scratch, but I've got no other choice to be true. Because this holds me this, and there are screws underneath. At least here there are 2 screws underneath. So probably here might be something as well, which I might not. Yes, I've got screws here as well, So in order to get it out, we need to get those screws. And in order to get those screws away, well, I would have to have a really small screwdriver here, because normally you can't get it. Yes, so it would be best to take it off. Take it off. It should slide to the back. Okay, to slide it to the back there are screws. So okay, so I'm not happy the way it's going, because okay, I know I can't click now and open it, but at least I can use this to open it, so that's fine. So I can unscrew this screw. Whoa. Now in my puzzle I can slide this one like this. So I can put this one onto this. Now I can see the screws which are holding me back. Okay, so that's one. Four minutes, guys, and I have to leave. I think it's too bright. And you're not telling me anything, you know, like, why you're not telling me? It's too bright. You should say, Peter, it's too bright. Yeah, I know, I'm talking rubbish. Three and 4 and now it's 5. Okay, so let's get it out. Dude. Okay, so now the problem we have are those two screws here, which these are not a problem anymore, because we've managed to get to the bottom of this problem. Okay, yeah, it's loose now, that's fine. But the problem only is with those. Now, how to get inside of this thing? The question is how to get inside. Now, I will go for this one. Okay, that's. But before I'll do it, I need to get inside of this. That's too big. Can I get a smaller one, please? Okay, so what it is a connector. Is a connector for the laser. Now, only the problem I'm having at the moment is those blinders, you know, so that you don't see what's underneath. And the question is, can I use some tool to get underneath, or I will scratch it to the level that customer will require me for a refund? No, that was glued, so that went quite okay. One, so fingers crossed this will be nicely glued as well, and that's us. Oh, don't like the way it's going, but anyways, we can't do better, we do the way we can do. Yes. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's my time to leave for my son. And now we will need to figure out why this mechanism is too low, because if we will get the disc now I don't hear this sound anymore. Now it's a proper sound. So we need to figure out why it's scratching here, that it's even the color, you know, the color is just out because it was catching here. So that's what I will need to figure out. Maybe what have happened is the rubber is too, you know, like it's too soft now and it doesn't work the same way as it was originally. If that's the case, we might not get this rubber anymore. So what we will have to do is we will have to either find other rubber, you know, which we can replace with, or if we can't get this rubber, then we will have to find other solution. But to be true, I don't know if we can get some other rubber like that. We will see. Maybe the solution would be to grind those two highest elements and see if it will still scratch. But if the rubber is going off, then that means, you know, it's pretty much end for this, because if you won't get this rubber and if it's not bouncing properly, then it's a problem. Yes. So guys, I'll try to look at it. I'll try to look for several options, and I'll get with a part 2 what are the conclusions about it, and if we're going to fix it, or we will just call it no fix, because that will be rubber. So I will have to make some tests, and I'll have to, you know, contact the customer now. Yes, because I'm quite positive that the rubber doesn't, you know, doesn't go that high as it was used to, and that's causing the issue. That's at least what's look like. Yes, so there's no any broken part here, there's nothing else, and the only distance which is taking it from being higher or lower is this rubber in 3 points. So let me double check, let me see what I can do with it, let me test a few things, and let me contact the customer. See you in the part 2. Thank you very much. Bye bye.